All right. She obviously wasn't drunk because that was a crazy, amazing magic trick to make us all disappear. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed that first intermission of the Bridesmaid episodic, but we're going to have a couple more. Hopefully, we'll try and give you a warning before that happens. As we know, like preparing a wedding, there's some hiccups. And so that was our hiccup on preparing this wedding. But we'll get back into the script and see what other ones are there. So, as we have here.
Annie starts to dance on the line she's supposed to be walking, then starts to dance. Not well. Jacob.
Rhodes.
Sorry, I was still adjusting the stuff.
Okay.
I would hope so. Okay, you can stop walking. I believe you. But I'm still going to have to write you a ticket.
What? Why?
Funny thing about brake lights, you're supposed to have them.
I knew it. Oh, those have been out for, excuse me. And those have been out for a year. I'm so stupid. Look, I promise I'll get them fixed this week. I promise. Do you still have to give me a ticket?
He searches for words. She's cute, and he wants to keep her there. He keeps smiling. Awkward silence.
Yes, I do. That's what happens when you break the law. License and registration, if you please.
Here.
Starts looking in her purse. Awkward silence. She hands him her license.
Oh, Wynwood Drive. We're practically neighbors. I live on Ashley.
Oh, I used to work on that street.
No kidding. Where?
I owned a bakery there for a little while. A little bit.
Oh, Cake Baby? Your Cake Baby? You had your sign. It was your face. That was you?
That was me.
You made good cakes.
Thanks.
I like your cakes. You used to make those little pastries. You'd put something in there like a cream or custard.
Cream puffs.
Cream puffs. That's what you called them. Delicious. I used to get served by a tall, broad guy with a wormy face.
My boyfriend.
Sorry.
No, he was my boyfriend. But then he left when the business went under.
You're kidding. What a dick. I'm glad I never tipped him.
Rhodes stares at her. He thinks, then rips the ticket up.
Let's forget about this. Under one condition. You get those lights fixed tomorrow so you don't kill anyone.
He hands her a business card.
Here. It's a buddy of mine. His body shop's in Milwaukee.
Bill Cosby's?
With a Z, different guy. Don't mention the whole Bill Cosby thing to him. It drives him nuts. I mean it.
Okay, I get it. Thanks.
You know what? If you mention my name that I referred you, he'll give you a particularly good deal.
Oh, thank you. Really appreciate it. Thanks.
Well, I appreciated your cakes, so we're even.
He takes back the card and writes on it.
That's my name right there, Rhodes, Officer Rhodes.
Really nice of you. Thank you.
We're not all bad, actually. The rest of them are, but not me. I'm the best of them.
Thank you.
She waves and drives off. He watches her go. Interior, Annie's apartment night. Annie is in her small kitchen surrounded by baking supplies. She is meticulously putting the finishing touches on the most elaborate cupcake ever. It's a work of art. The frosting sculpted into a realistic-looking 3D orchid. It's beautiful. Annie finishes, looks at the cupcake, sighs sadly, and then eats it in 2 bites, then heads off to bed. All that work and mess was for one cupcake. Exterior, tennis club day. Annie and Helen are walking through the tennis club on their way to the courts, chatting before their big game.
I didn't know you played tennis.
I played a little in high school.
I'm so glad we were able to do this.
I'm glad we're doing this too. It's good we're finally getting a chance to hang out.
I know, right?
Neither of them means it.
It's too bad Lillian couldn't play with us. Poor thing is so busy.
She's not really into sports. Even when we were little, she didn't like anything too competitive.
Well, she certainly enjoys tennis now. It's funny how people change, isn't it?
I don't know. Do people really change?
I think they do.
But they still stay who they are, pretty much.
I think we change all the time.
Well, I think we stay the same, but grow a little bit.
I think if you're growing, then you're changing.
But we're changing from who we are, which we always stay as.
No, really, I don't think so.
Ryan, 16, and Alyssa, 13, pass by. Helen stops them.
Oh, Annie, these are my kids.
Alyssa?
I think that was Vicky. Somebody else wants it?
Oh.
Step kids. Step.
Aren't they hilarious? Excuse me, my husband's kids, Ryan and Alyssa. What are you guys up to?
We're going to the snack bar.
Do you need a ride home later?
F off, Helen.
They walk off. Helen calls after them cheerily.
Okay, put a quarter in the swear jar. So cute.
Sweet kids.
They both smile warmly at each other. Interior tennis court day. Helen and Annie stare intensely at one another across the net. Annie is with her partner Barbara, a rich, fit woman in her 30s. Annie is teamed with Carol, also rich but in less great shape. Helen smashes a serve to Annie, who returns it ferociously. In a series of shots as cinematic and violent as the pool scene in Scorsese's The Color of Money, we see Helen and Annie have an intense showdown. Annie unloads on the ball, hitting Helen in the left breast as hard as humanly possible. Whack, whack, whack. Annie and Helen smash the ball into each other's breast, chest, neck, and other female parts with insane intensity. It is super violent. Annie's partner, Carol, misses a shot.
Come on, get your crap together.
All Annie's POV, she serves hard and runs Helen around the court. Annie accidentally serves very hard directly into Carol's back, knocking her down. Helen's stepkids are watching and laugh.
I've seen better tennis playing in a tampon commercial.
Interior Annie's apartment day. Annie, Gil, and Bryn sit on the couch.
I've been thinking. Bryn needs to start paying rent. That's it. She's been here long enough. The three of us live here. It's not fair for me to be paying half. We split it 3 ways. What do you say?
Well, she can't work. She's on a tourist visa.
Yeah, so technically I'm only allowed to tour. I have no way of earning money unless I go prostitute down on the street.
Well, I don't want you to do that.
Hello, fellas. Here I am. Put your American sausage in my English McMuffin.
I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. There are 3 people living here. If she doesn't start paying, she has to leave.
Is this about the diary again?
What diary?
Your diary proved very interesting to read.
You read my journal?
At first, I did not know it was your diary. I thought it was a very sad handwritten book. But then because of the personal details and the bits that mention Gil and Bryn.
No. You don't read my journal. Don't go in my room.
Well, hello. I think before you make those sorts of demands, you need to think about putting a note on your door that says, don't come into my room, read my diary, and wear my clothes.
Exterior Chorachi Brazilian restaurant day. Annie and her bridesmaids stand in a parking lot of a standalone Brazilian steakhouse in a not great part of town. Lillian looks shocked. Wow, I've never been to this part of town.
Look, you can get your checks cashed next door.
I know it looks a little scary from the outside, but the food is really good. Authentic Brazilian. This is where the Brazilians come to eat.
We're not quite sure if she thinks so.
Annie's really good at this. She always drives me to the weirdest places and the food is always incredible.
Plus, you get a lot for your money too, so that's good.
Annie grabs Lillian and pulls her towards the restaurant as the other girls follow. As Helen stares at the place like she just smelt dog shit. Interior Chirichiri Brazilian restaurant day. The girls walk into the Brazilian themed restaurant, which looks more like a rundown English steakhouse. Several out-of-shape waiters walk around, each holding a sword with huge chunks of meat on it. Only a few customers are there.
To my bridesmaids, this is such a stone cold pack of weirdos and I'm so proud.
The girls all laugh and clink glasses.
I just want to toast all of you ladies. So happy to get to know you guys and happy to say I have 4 new friends.
Just then, 5 waiters holding huge swords of different types of meat skewered on them surround the table.
Senoritas bonitas, I hope you're all hungry for Churrasco, Brazil.
The girls all look excited and start pointing at different meats as the waiters start to carve large chunks onto their plates. Helen wrinkles her nose and flags the waiter.
This is crazy good.
Helen, aren't you eating any meat? The girls are scarfing down tons of food. Helen picks away at her salad. Everyone else is having a great time.
It's not good to eat a big meal before fitting. I'll feel a bit bloated.
Not me. Nope. Physically, I don't bloat. You're lucky. It's a gift.
Becca leans over to Rita. I can't wait to be married for as long as you've been married and have kids, to be a mom. Who's Rita?
Oh, Becca, the other night I'm slaving away to make a beautiful dinner for my family. My youngest boy comes in and says he wants to order pizza. He says, no, we aren't ordering pizza tonight. He says, Mom, why don't you go fuck yourself? He's 9.
Interior Churichi Brazilian restaurant a little later. The girls continue to eat. Lillian's seat is empty.
Okay, while Lillian's in the bathroom, let's talk about the shower. I was thinking it could have a French theme since Lillian's always wanted to go to Paris her whole life. So I figured we could bring Paris here. Have champagne and little cookies. They'd say Lillian and Dougie on them, and we can dip them in chocolate fondue. Get cheese from the nice part of the store.
I love that.
Good idea, Annie.
We can have French invitations, the whole thing. Don't you think that would be nice?
The women like the idea.
I don't know. That's sweet, Annie, but Paris theme feels a bit, I don't know, been there, done that, you know? I just think we can top it. We should throw some ideas around. If anyone else has a theme they had in mind.
Oh, what about a Pixar-themed shower? We can all come dressed as our favorite Pixar characters.
I'll just snowball on top of that. Also, Fight Club, female Fight Club. We grease up, we pull in. Lillian doesn't know, so it's surprise. We're gonna fight. We beat the shit out of her. She's not gonna forget that.
Look, can I be honest? I'm stuck with 3 teenage boys all day, every day. What about the bachelorette party? I got a tube top I've been waiting to cut the tags off of, and I really want to take advantage of this opportunity.
Well, I'm gonna second her. We better blow this shit out. That poor girl Lillian, who we're all here for, is probably in the bathroom bawling her eyes out because she's realizing, holy shit, I've got to spend the rest of my life with Doug. He's my brother. I love him, but he's a fucking asshole. I think we can all agree on that, right?
We'll figure it out. I'll think of stuff. It'll be great.
We just have to make sure it's a really, really special.
Exterior Belle Blanc bridal shop day. The bridesmaids walk up to an imposing building. Belle Blanc, this is the best place. Great work, Annie. Annie looks proud. She grabs the door, which says open, but it's locked. She notices a buzzer and presses it. Belle Blanc, reservation name?
Oh, I don't have one. We're just here to shop, try on some dresses.
The next available appointment for bridesmaids fittings is in 7 weeks. Absolutely no walk-ins. Helen leads into the intercom.
Whitney, it's Helen.
Helen Harris? Hi!
Hi.
Hi! Oh my God, I'll buzz you right in. Interior Belle Blanc bridal shop continuous. They are led into a pristine, all-white wonderland of dresses and bridal bliss by Whitney, a glamorous woman. Welcome to Belle Blanc, ladies. Welcome to heaven.
Oh my gosh.
This is some classy shit in here.
A burp escapes Megan's mouth.
Good grief, Megan.
I want to apologize. I'm not even confident on which end that came out of. Whitney, back to you. I'm sorry.
Anyway, why don't you take a look around and get to know the dresses? If you need anything, I'll be in my office. Whitney just gives Megan a tense smile and exits. Helen gasps and walks over to a beautiful ball gown. It looks very expensive. She checks the tag.
Oh my gosh, it's a Fritz Beignets. Ladies, I don't think we can do any better. This is beautiful.
The girls gather around it and ooh and ah.
Whoa, this dress is $800.
You're kidding. It's on sale.
Annie's eyes quickly scan the room and see a simpler, cheaper dress. She heads over to it. The tag says $250.
Lillian, now how about this one? It's really pretty and sweet. I don't want to upstage Lillian with a fancy dress. Maybe we can get something kind of simple.
Don't worry about that, because guess who Helen is friends with and who is designing my wedding dress? Lady St. Petsois Juju. I just sent my measurements to France.
The girls all chatter excitedly about this as Annie looks stung. She looks at Helen, who smiles at her.
Ladies, let's not decide on this bridesmaid's dress right away. Let's let our bodies decide. Try some things on and have some fun. Ladies, start your engines.
The ladies all head off excitedly to try different dresses as Annie looks concerned. A drip of sweat comes down her forehead. Embarrassed, she wipes it away and grabs a dress. Interior, Belle Blanc, literally means woman in white. Main fitting area later, the girls are in different dresses. Lillian is not there. They all look great, although Megan's face is beet red. Well, you all look fantastic. Sadly, you will need to agree on one.
Ladies, you all look beautiful, but personally, the Fritz Berniers is one of a kind. I don't think there's a question.
Well, there might be a question. I might have one. I think this dress would look great on everybody. It's great color, it's great length, it's fun, you can twirl, you can move in it, you can spread your legs apart, and it's a great price.
Is anybody else hot?
Oh, it's like an oven in here.
Maybe this will help you decide. I happen to have a 2-year-old Lady Juju dress in storage in the back and figured it might help you to see what you'll be standing next to. Lillian. Lillian walks out in a very ornate couture wedding dress. She looks crazy gorgeous. The girls gasp.
Holy shit, you look amazing.
Oh, that dress is so beautiful. It makes my stomach hurt.
Lil, I don't know what to say. You're
Megan lurches forward as the contents of her mouth as the contents of her stomach come up into her mouth. She claps her hand over her mouth to stop from throwing up. After a beat, she swallows and pushes it back down. Looks nauseous.
Megan, you okay?
I think my dress is too tight.
Oh my God, you got food poisoning from that restaurant.
No, she had the same thing I had, and I feel fine.
Annie is really sweaty now, a mark between her boobs. Suddenly, Becca politely cups her hand over her mouth to stifle from getting sick. I'm so sorry. Is there a bathroom? Rita grabs her stomach and hunches over a bit.
I don't care what dress we get. I just need to get off this white carpet.
We hear a noise. They all stand in horrified silence. Becca still holding her hands against her face. There are faint and very loud stomach-churning sounds. Rita bolts down a hallway, followed by Becca and Megan. Not the bathroom! Everyone go outside! Seriously! Whitney and Lillian chase after them as Annie stands her ground with Helen facing off, Annie unwilling to admit she's sick.
I think everyone has the flu.
Interior bathroom continuous. The single toilet bathroom is as pristine and white as the fitting area. Everything is just right. Calm and quiet. Classical music plays softly. Blam. The door bursts open as Rita runs in. She projectile vomits into the toilet, but the seat is down. Everything sprays against the back wall.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, thank you. Agreed. Oh. Rita slams the top open and heaves again into the bowl as Megan runs in holding her backside.
I need the toilet. I need the toilet.
Rita ignores her as her head is currently in it, and she grips the sides, barfing. In desperation, Megan hikes up her dress, hops onto the counter, and sits in the sink. That does say sits, okay. Rita looks back at Megan.
No, Megan. Megan, no.
Look away. Look away.
Oh, God. Interior, Belle Blanc main fitting area continuous. Helen and Annie are faced off. Annie is sweating profusely.
You don't look very well, Annie.
I feel fine.
Are you sure it wasn't that gray kind of lamb? You ate a lot of that weird chicken. Was it that?
No, feel fine.
I think you just feel better if you threw up.
I don't have to throw up.
Interior bathroom continuous. Becca runs in blindly over the toilet that Rita is still barfing in. Vomit rains down over the back of Rita's head. I am so sorry.
Get away from me.
Interior Bellon Blanc main fitting area continuous. The standoff continues. Annie is soaked and woozy.
You're not sick.
No. In fact, I'm feeling hungry. Wish I had a snack.
You're hungry.
Interior bathroom continuous.
Did we eat? Oh, this thing's a goner.
What are you doing?
It's coming out of me like lava. Don't fucking look at me.
Sorry, I need a minute. Interior Bellon Blanc main fitting area continuous. Helen picks up a bowl off a table next to her.
Jordan almonds. These are great. Thank you.
Annie takes a handful and painfully puts them in her mouth, chewing slowly. She forces it and swallows the almonds down with a slow gulp.
Better?
I was just hungry.
A sweaty Lillian runs up to Annie, who is still faced off with Helen.
Everyone's really sick from that restaurant.
Lillian gets a look on her face. She grabs her stomach as it gurgles loudly.
It wasn't the restaurant.
Oh no. I'm in trouble. I need a bathroom.
She turns and bolts away. Annie runs after her.
Lillian, where are you going?
I'm sorry, this is so bad. Oh god. Exterior Bellon Blanc continuous. Lillian bursts out of the building and runs across the street towards the 7-Eleven. Cars screech to a halt to avoid the fleeing bride. Annie runs out and watches in horror.
Lillian, what are you doing? Be careful.
It's happening. It's happening.
Suddenly, Lillian stops running and slowly sinks down into the ground, embarrassed and unable to move. She throws a helpless look back at Annie.
Oh, it's happening. It happened.
In the doorway, Whitney and Annie watch it all in horror. No. Don't you dare ruin that dress.
Oh, you're really doing that, are you? You're pooping in the street.
After a beat, Helen walks up behind Whitney.
We'll just take 5 of the Fritz beignets, Whitney. Thank you.
Interior Annie's car day. A green-looking Annie drives a green-looking Lillian who is back in her regular clothes.
You okay?
I just took a shit in the middle of the street. I just shit.
People do that?
I shit in my shorts. I shit myself.
Interior Ted's bedroom night. Annie and Ted lay in bed post-coital, still panting. That was fun.
Oh my gosh. You know what I was thinking? You should come with me to Lillian's wedding, maybe. Nothing serious, just a fun time. We can get dressed up, go dancing, drink. It'll be a fun, right?
I don't want to put you in a position of having to explain to everyone who I am and what our relationship is. You know, that would suck for you. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I'm just thinking of you.
That's okay. I have someone else to bring anyways.
Really? Who? Who are you going to bring? Annie struggles to think of a name.
This guy, George.
Ted grabs a glass of water from the nightstand and takes a sip. Idea.
George Glass.
Okay. Who is this George?
He's a very hot, nice guy who likes me a lot and would probably love to be my date.
Really? Well, let me ask you this. Can George Glass do this to you? Ted intensely cups her breast and just rubs it in a circle.
Probably.
Yeah, you know what? It's getting really late. You should probably go. I'm going to miss you so much. Interior mini mart night. Annie is looking at the herbal drinks. Calm, focus, sex appeal. She finally picks calm.
Annie Walker? What brings you here so early?
Oh, hey. I'm just had a bad night. Boy stuff.
You want me to arrest anybody? I could do that.
Actually.
Do you want me to talk to a cop about it? Or just like, please, except we can tell everybody about it afterwards. I won't, though.
It doesn't sound very inviting.
He approaches her.
Oh,
holding a bag of carrots.
You want a carrot? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yes, I do actually. He approaches her holding a bag of carrots.
You want a carrot?
Annie stares at him, tittering.
Right now?
Yeah, oh, sure. I've got plenty.
Sure, I'll have a carrot.
Exterior mini mart night. Annie and Rhodes sit on the hood of his cop car in front of the mini mart, sharing a bag of carrots.
That sounds rough.
It's gonna get better, right?
I'm sure it will get better. My sister was maid of honor at our cousin's wedding, and she found it so stressful. Her hair started falling out.
That's terrible.
It grew back, but it was pretty gross. Planning a wedding should be fun. If I ever had a wedding, I'd want everyone stress-free. I'd like it to be more like a carnival. Win prizes for guessing the bride's weight, dunk tanks.
You could have elephants. The bride and groom could walk on a tightrope.
What you're talking about there is a circus wedding. That is totally a different thing. You missed it.
Sorry.
You know, instead of spending your money and time on all this wedding business, you should be really be figuring out how to open your next bakery.
I'm done with all that.
What?
I don't do it anymore.
Rhodes studies Annie for a beat. She takes another carrot. It's a small, dried out thing.
Ew, this one's weird.
Oh, you got the ugly carrot. There's one in every bag. You have to eat it. It's good luck.
I'm not eating this.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
He goes to eat it. She grabs it out of his hand.
No, don't eat it. Ew.
She throws it on the ground.
Hey, don't litter. I'll fine you. Seriously, that really bothers me.
He picks it up. Annie watches him, a bit intrigued.
I didn't know you could be a cop here if you weren't a citizen.
You can't, but they made a special dispensation for me because I'm so tough and strong and handsome.
Right. You're a tough cop.
For 10 minutes more. We have intermission in 10 minutes.
Okay.
You're saying
Annie
that,
for lunch.
but you're laughing.
Annie feels his bicep.
You didn't let me flex that time. That was unfair. I'm really tough.
Well, so am I. I could be a cop.
You think you could be a cop?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Sun is nearly up. Let's see if you got what it takes.
Exterior road morning. Funny if it was an interior road, wouldn't it? Annie is standing in front of Rhodes' cop car on the side of the road, holding up the speed gun, aiming it. Rhodes sits on the hood and continues to eat his food.
That's right. Arms straight, plant your feet. Now, what you want to do is aim at it right at the license plate. That gives you the most accurate reading.
A car zooms by.
58. What's the speed limit here?
55.
Okay, we'll let them go.
You were born to do this. Look at you.
Another car zooms by.
63. You're missing some good ones here.
They're probably going to work. Why ruin their day?
Another car is approaching. Rhodes looks at it.
Watch this. 48.
The car zooms past.
48. How'd you do that?
It wasn't. That has never happened before. It was 48?
Yeah, 48. I'm pretty impressed.
I'm pretty impressive.
Annie gives him an impressed look, then goes back to pointing a gun as Rhodes watches her. He smiles. The car roars by.
Ooh, that one was 93. Can we go?
Okay, hotshot. Let's get the effort.
Annie whoops delighted. They jump in the car and drive off. Interior Annie's bedroom. A fired up Annie goes to the computer and starts typing feverishly. We see the words she types: bachelorette party, Lillian's lake house, campfires, beer and s'mores, etc. She presses send and is very pleased. The phone immediately rings. Annie picks it up, intercut between calls.
Hello?
Helen sits in her beautiful home looking at her laptop.
I just got your email. Lake house?
It's Lillian's parents' house. We used to go there all the time in the summers.
A bachelorette party at a cabin.
Annie's call waiting beeps again. She deflates.
Oh, just a second, Helen. Hello?
Rita in her new money kitchen, straight out of The Sopranos. Her 3 boys are playing and fighting.
Annie, it's Rita. I need a trip that I can fantasize about forever so that I am able to have sex with my husband. That's why I'm thinking Vegas.
Annie glances down at her $350 paycheck.
Vegas? Really?
Hang on. Shut your filthy mouth. I'm sorry. I'm surrounded by savages.
Annie's call waiting beeps again.
You know, I should probably run. My other line is ringing.
I can get cocaine from my hairdresser.
Bye.
Becca, in her shabby chic home office, paints a front porch sign that says, The Whitmans. Annie, I'm so excited. Helen just called. She said we could go to Vegas.
But we'd have to fly there.
Annie, I know you're afraid of flying, but I want to see Chris Angel, but I'm scared, which I sort of love. Annie's call waiting beeps again. She clicks over. Megan is in front of a wall of computer and television screens. It's like a technical haven that looks like NASA.
Annie, it's Megan. Just had some thoughts about the bachelorette party. Here we go. Easy peasy. Vegas it is.
Helen called you, didn't she?
Yeah, she got the jump on you.
I want balls in my face.
Honestly, I think it's Vegas.
I love puppets.
Balls.
I guess we're undecided.
Interior jetway day. And we pausing there or keep going?
Can
Thank
You're
you,
muted,
Petra.
sweetie.
Yes, that is a great place to take our next intermission. We'll be back in ish minutes. See you guys soon. Go to the bathroom, get a drink, and we'll be back.
Okie dokes. May as well leave it and come back because it's 5 minutes. Or what?
What do you
Guess it
mean leave
doesn't
it and
matter.
come back?
Well, there's 5 minutes left before it closes.
Yeah, that type of leave, yes. We're going to end and leave, and we'll be back.
Okay, okay.